Hello, my friends, and welcome to Painting with Jenny. Today I've got an old painting that I've covered with magenta, so my flip cup will spread around easily. And my cup is full of red and a little bit of turquoise and a little bit of purple. So really weird color combinations, but it's gonna work for us, I'm sure. I mostly want it to be red because it's going to be a background for a funnel pour. So what I just want to do is get this spread around nicely so that I have something to work with. I want to have a background that's got more to it than just being one color that's being poured onto. So I'm hoping that if I make a pour and then do the funnel pour into that, it'll work out. So here we are to experiment. Which means I'm just going to use some colors that I don't really necessarily like as much as the others. And just try out what we can do with them. Maybe I won't have enough to do a proper funnel pour, but we'll see. Just gotta put a little bit more red right here to make it all as even in its weirdness as possible. It's got kind of a marbled effect going on with the pale turquoise creating little streaks and the purple creating a little bit of depth or shadow. There we go. Now get our funnel on there. Just gonna put a little bit of white in there. It's the end of what I've got in my little cup, and a little bit of silver in the bottom of this one. There we go. Okay. There. Perfect. And a little squirt of blue just to give it some shape and shadow, and add some of the more of this red so that it's part of the rest of it too. And there we go. Let's just see if we can get it to go underneath the paint. It's all right, I suppose. It's not going under as much as I'd like. It's more parting the Red Sea. Which is interesting too, and this will still work. Let me just pour some straight on here, because yeah, what difference does it make? There you go. Now, I'm gonna just take my bone, a little more of hers in the center. Gotta make a little spot that it's all coming from, an origin point for our nerves or whatever to come from. Got one big long neuron, but we're gonna make all these strings and tendrils, little fingers seeking out every corner of its world that it's inhabiting. I love this bone for it. It's just the perfect little tool. You don't have to buy things when you have stuff just on hand. You just have to keep your eye out for whatever things might make a good tool for pouring or streaking things around, or all the different effects you might want to try. And here we go. Look at this. It's actually coming out really nice. I feel like it's really getting connected to all the possibilities. Takes a few minutes maybe, but just a little patience, and gotta move a little bit more white into that one probably, but we'll keep making our streaks. There's something super satisfying about moving this paint and having it just do what you want. Just go here and okay. Nothing in life is quite as obedient as a little pool of paint. I think that might be what's so satisfying. I'm not sure. But honestly, this is just such fun. I'll put a little more white. There we go. Just gotta make sure that's not too dark. Pull it out. And this is one nice fat neuron full of information going all over, sending you happiness spikes, dopamine, serotonin, whatever things are gonna make you happy. And the background of the crazy, crazy world we're living in. We can still find ways to connect, ways to keep ourselves pure and healthy and safe. And we're like this, like the white creature within the red chaos. We're desperately trying to cling to something to keep us going. Well, it's coming along just perfect. A few more here and there. Got a chunky there I'm gonna have to pull out. That's yucky. Sometimes I wind up leaving a little paint and it gets dried up and yeah, I get chunks I gotta pull out. Some people use strainers and some people are just plain neat and tidy to begin with and always clean up after themselves and don't waste anything or something. I don't know how they do it, but I'm not one of them. I'm always making messes. Always. Not meaning to waste, but such is life, isn't it? You always mean well, but life takes a hold of you, and before you know it, you've got kids and hobbies and home to maintain or whatever it may be that you've got. We always seem to accumulate more and more things in life, and yet somehow feel like we're barely hanging on. So I'm just putting a little center to my neuron, giving him a little silver and red spot, and then a little white right in the middle of all that. Just a little bit. Come on. I just want the tiniest little, there we go, tiniest speck of white there just to cover up that red, and then it'll come out from underneath. And just gotta stir this around, make a nice circle with the red inside, and it'll be kind of a nucleus. I know that's not how it works, but I still like the ideas. Well, I'm very happy with this. This was a lot of fun too. I hope you guys will join me again next time.